The children of Lagos had never seen a real star before. Not one. The sky above the city was buried beneath endless black smoke from giant factories that stretched for miles across the horizon. Billboards flickered through the fog like tired ghosts, and drones buzzed endlessly overhead like angry mosquitoes. The elders said there was once a time when the sky glowed blue, when children played under sunlight, when the moon actually shined. But to 14-year-old Tari, those stories sounded like fairy tales. Because in Lagos, the sky had been dead for generations. Every night, Tari climbed onto the rusted rooftop of his grandmother's apartment with a broken telescope he found in a junkyard. He pointed it upward anyway, even though there was nothing to see. Only darkness, only smoke, only silence. Then one night, something moved above the clouds. A tiny flicker, a golden light, and for the very first time in his life, Tari saw a star. But just as quickly as it appeared, the light vanished, and somewhere deep inside the city, a loud metallic horn echoed through the streets. The warning siren. Someone had broken the sky law, and that meant the scavengers were coming. Tari lived with his grandmother, Mama Saad, inside an abandoned train station converted into apartments for the poor. The rich people lived above the clouds in floating towers powered by solar light. But down below, people survived by scavenging scraps. Every morning before sunrise, Tari searched the junk markets for old machine parts, broken batteries, and discarded wires he could repair and resell. People laughed at him because he never searched for valuable things. Instead, he collected strange objects nobody cared about. Old clocks, rusty music boxes, broken lanterns, ancient books, things from before the smoke. Mama Saad used to say, "Broken things still remember who they used to be." Tari believed her. That afternoon, while digging through a mountain of electronic waste outside the city walls, he discovered something hidden beneath a pile of burnt metal. A lantern, but not an ordinary lantern. This one was made from gold-colored glass that shimmered like sunlight underwater. The moment Tari touched it, the lantern glowed, not electric blue like modern tech, but warm golden light, real firelight, and carved across its surface were ancient symbols written in Yoruba. To the heavens, the final message shall rise. Tari's hands began to shake, because everybody knew the old legend, the legend of the sky lanterns. That night, Mama Saad froze when she saw the lantern. Her teacup slipped from her hand and shattered across the floor. "Tari," she whispered, "where did you find this?" He explained everything, but the more he spoke, the paler she became. Then she locked every door and window, even the ventilation shafts. Only then did she speak. Long ago, before the smoke covered the world, people sent sky lanterns into the heavens once every generation. The lanterns carried prayers, hope, warnings. And according to legend, the stars answered. But when greedy corporations discovered the sky contained rare energy hidden within the atmosphere, they poisoned the air with endless factories to block humanity from reaching the heavens again. The lanterns disappeared, the stars vanished, and anyone caught speaking about them was arrested by the city enforcers known as the Smoke Guards. Mama Saad grabbed Tari's shoulders tightly. "You must destroy it." But before Tari could answer, the lantern suddenly floated into the air by itself, and a map appeared inside its glowing flame. A path leading toward the tallest tower in Lagos, the Sky Needle. Then a single sentence echoed softly from inside the lantern. "Deliver before dawn, or the stars will die forever." Outside, sirens screamed. Heavy boots thundered across metal walkways. Mama Sada's face turned pale. "They found you." The apartment windows suddenly flashed red. A robotic voice echoed through the building. "Illegal celestial artifact detected. Remain still. Punishment is immediate." Tari panicked. How did they know? Mama Saad looked at the lantern. It called to the sky. Then, boom, the front door exploded inward. Smoke guards stormed inside wearing massive black armored suits with glowing red visors. Their leader stepped forward slowly. Commander Vex, half human, half machine. His mechanical eye glowed like burning coal. "You possess stolen property of the upper council," he growled. Tari clutched the lantern tightly, and for the first time, the lantern reacted. Golden fire exploded across the room. The smoke guards stumbled backward screaming as the ancient light burned through their dark armor. Mama Saad shouted, "Run!" and Tari ran, straight into the poisoned streets of Lagos. Lagos at night was alive. Not beautiful alive, dangerous alive. Street markets buzzed beneath flickering neon signs. Hover bikes zoomed through narrow alleyways. Giant holograms advertised oxygen subscriptions only rich people could afford. Above it all, the black smoke swallowed the sky whole. Tari pushed through crowded streets, holding the lantern beneath his hoodie. But he wasn't alone. Someone was following him. A girl. Fast. Silent. She leaped from rooftop to rooftop before landing directly in front of him. She couldn't have been older than 15. Dark braided hair with silver beads. Green bomber jacket. Combat boots. Sharp eyes. "You're carrying death," she said calmly. Tari backed away. "Who are you?" She smirked. "Name's Xena." Then she pointed upward. 3 scavenger drones circled above them. "They already know where you are." Suddenly, the drones attacked. Xena grabbed Tari's wrist. "Move if you want to live." She pulled him into narrow underground tunnels beneath the city while drones blasted laser fire behind them. The tunnels were filled with hidden people. Children, families, runaways, people abandoned by Lagos. And somehow, everybody knew Xena, because Xena stole from the rich to feed the forgotten. Some called her criminal. Others called her hero. When they finally stopped running, Tari asked, "Why are you helping me?" Xena stared at the lantern. Then her expression changed. "My mother used to tell stories about those." She paused. "She said the stars disappeared because people stopped believing in each other." Tari looked down at the lantern. The golden flame inside flickered weakly, as if dying. Then suddenly, the lantern projected another message into the air. A countdown, 7 hours until dawn. And beneath it, "If the lantern fails, darkness becomes eternal." The entire tunnel fell silent. News spread quickly across Lagos. Too quickly. By midnight, every scavenger gang in the city wanted the lantern, because rumors claimed it could unlock unlimited sky energy. Some wanted to sell it. Some wanted power. Others simply wanted to survive. Soon bounty screens appeared across the city. Tari's face flashed on giant holograms. Reward, 5 million credits. Dead or alive. Tari froze. "They're hunting me." Xena looked serious now. "No," she whispered. "They're hunting hope." Far above the city, Commander Vex watched the bounty broadcast from inside the Sky Needle Tower. And behind him, a giant machine began waking up beneath the city. Something ancient, something terrifying, something designed to make sure the stars never returned. As dawn grew closer, the lantern revealed its final secret. Inside the golden flame, a human face appeared, a little girl, crying, and she whispered, "Please, bring back the sky." Tari stumbled backward in shock, because he recognized her. The girl looked exactly like his little sister, who disappeared years ago during a factory explosion. But that was impossible, wasn't it? Tari suddenly remembered something. The night his sister vanished, the sky briefly glowed, just for 1 second, and Mama Saad had lied about where she went. What if the lantern was connected to her disappearance? What if the stars had taken her? Or worse, what if the city had? Tari realized something terrifying. This mission wasn't only about saving the sky anymore. It was about uncovering the truth. There was only one place the lantern wanted to go. The Sky Needle, the tallest tower in Africa. A building so massive its peak disappeared beyond the smoke clouds. And nobody from the lower city had ever entered it and returned alive. But Tari had no choice now. If the lantern reached the heavens before dawn, the stars might return. If not, the world would remain trapped beneath darkness forever. And somewhere inside the city, Commander Vex smiled, because Tari was walking directly into his trap. To reach the Sky Needle before dawn, Tari and Xena boarded an abandoned magnetic train that once transported factory workers across Lagos. But the train wasn't empty. Inside the dark carriages sat silent figures wearing cracked oxygen masks. Nobody moved. Nobody spoke. Then one passenger slowly turned toward Tari and whispered, "The lantern remembers every soul the smoke stole." The lights suddenly went out, and the train began moving by itself. When the train finally emerged from the smoke, Tari couldn't breathe. Above the clouds existed another world entirely. Clean air, blue skies, gardens floating between skyscrapers, children laughing under real sunlight. The rich had hidden paradise while the lower city suffered below. Xena clenched her fists angrily. "They left us to choke." Tari stared upward silently, because for the first time in his life, he saw the real sky, and it was beautiful. But something felt wrong. The children living above the clouds looked strange. Too quiet, too perfect. They stared at Tari's lantern with fear. Then one small boy whispered, "You're not supposed to bring the stars back." Tari frowned. "Why?" The child pointed toward the Sky Needle. "Because the council feeds the city with captured starlight." Xena's eyes widened. Captured starlight? Deep below the Sky Needle, a massive machine pulsed like a giant mechanical heart. Its engines swallowed glowing energy from the sky itself. Commander Vex stood before it proudly. "The stars belong to us now," he said. Then alarms suddenly blared. The lantern had entered the tower zone. Vex smiled coldly. "Prepare the hunters." Only 1 hour remained before sunrise. Tari and Xena climbed the endless staircase inside the Sky Needle while alarms screamed around them. The lantern glowed brighter with every step. Outside the tower windows, the smoke clouds began moving, as if the sky itself was waking up. Then suddenly, a voice echoed from above. "Turn back, or lose everything." Tari froze, because the voice belonged to his missing sister, and she was alive. The lantern is almost at the top of the Sky Needle. But Tari just heard the voice of his missing sister. Is she really alive? Or is the tower playing tricks on him? And what terrible secret are the rich hiding above the clouds?